Now to that county clerk in Kentucky, jailed by a judge after she refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. She says that would violate her religious beliefs. The judge says it's her duty under the law. ABC's Alex Perez is on the scene in Grayson, Kentucky. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, George. Those who sued Davis were only seeking to have her fined, but the judge didn't believe that was enough to get her to comply, so he put her in jail.
This morning, County Clerk Kim Davis waking up behind bars, transferred to jail, a federal judge finding her in contempt of court after refusing to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. Marriage equality supporters erupting in cheers. Davis is saying in testimony Thursday, "My conscience will not allow me."
Under whose authority are you not issuing licenses?
The controversial clerk, citing religious objections, has been denying licenses since June when the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage nationwide. David Ermold and David Moore refused in July.
You need to give us the application.
Again in August, and one more time this Tuesday.
You absolutely have disrespected us.
One of the couples who sued Davis now preparing to wed.
As a couple, it'll be a very important day in our lives.
On the campaign trail, several GOP candidates supporting Davis. From Rand Paul.
I think it's absurd to put someone in jail for exercising their religious liberty.
To Senator Ted Cruz, to former Governor Mike Huckabee using the hashtag #I'mWithKim, tweeting, "We must defend religious liberty," asking supporters to sign a petition freeing the clerk. But the White House also weighing in.
The success of our democracy depends on the rule of law, and there is no public official that is above the rule of law.
And Davis's deputy clerks have already started issuing marriage licenses. A gay couple, one of the first to get their license this morning. George?
Thanks, Alex. Let's get more on this now from the lawyer for Kim Davis, Matthew Staver. Mr. Staver, thank you for joining us. I understand and respect her beliefs here and her conscience. But when a public official's conscience conflicts with the law, doesn't that public official have a duty to resign?
Well, she's elected by the people, and if the people want her to resign, then the people can ask her to resign, and they haven't done that. In fact, she's a very well-liked individual in that community. You know, just a year ago, the Attorney General had a conscience conflict with defending the marriage laws, and the governor of the state of Kentucky accommodated him and allowed him to step down from defending that case, and they hired outside counsel for several $100,000 to protect his conscience rights, and that's fine. Kim Davis is asking for something that doesn't even cost anything, and she's not the only one. There's lots of clerks in Kentucky that have the same conscience convictions, and they have one request. Just remove our name from the official licenses. You can have the Commonwealth of Kentucky, that's fine. They'll record it, that's fine. Just don't affix their name and title to a marriage certificate that collides with their religious belief.
Another fix is that the deputies can sign the marriage licenses. That's expected to happen today. If that does indeed happen, do you expect that the judge will release Ms. Davis?
No, I don't think he will, because in fact it's the same thing for Kim Davis. It still has her name on it. Yes, the deputies can. They did not want to originally, but then the judge brought them in and threatened them with jail time as well. So 5 out of the 6 said that they would issue the licenses. But it doesn't remedy the situation for Kim or anyone else, because it still has Kim's name on it. One thing about Kim, she may be incarcerated behind the jail bars, but her conscience remains free. And just knowing Kim, she's made a decision and she can't violate that conscience, and she can't have this collision with her religious convictions. I think she represents lots of clerks in Kentucky, lots of clerks around the country, and I think there's going to be some effort to change and protect Kim's religious freedom and many others like her.
How long is she prepared to stay in jail?
She will not violate her conscience, so whatever the consequences of that is, Kim Davis doesn't want to be in this situation, but she's prepared to face whatever it is.
Mr. Staver, thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, my pleasure.